Hello guys, welcome to Star Citizen 3.18. I will be doing a series of videos for beginners and for newcomers, explaining beginning from simple things and then progressing to more complex things in the new patch 3.18. And in today's video, it will be just the main sequence start. So here, we're in the menu. The first thing you have to do is to personalize your avatar. You can change the face, everything. The color of the eyes, the size of the ears, the cheeks, the nose, the mouth, the jaw, the crown, the hair. You can make a review of your avatar also. It's very simple. I will not spend a lot of time here. As you are seeing, I did a randomizer at blending, and then I just changed the color of the eyes to match the rest of the colors, and I will also change the color of the hair to match the rest of the colors, so there is not a big difference between colors, and that's it. This color is too much different, so I don't like it. This one is nice because it's similar. And now you have to select the Stanton system, and as starting point I will select Microtech in New Babbage. Later on I will explain why New Babbage, and then set as primary residence and confirm. Now you will appear in a bed, in a room in New Babbage. And the first thing you have to do is to press the Y key, the Yankee key, to stand up. To move is WASD. To interact with things, you have to press, to hold the Foxtrot key, F key, and then moving the mouse, you will see that there is an interaction icon, and you can interact with things. For example, to open a door, hold F, move the mouse and click on the button that opens the door, or that closes an elevator, or that turns on a light, or turns on a ship. Okay, it's always the F key, holding F. Okay, so Y to stand up, WASD to move. Now I am holding F and moving the mouse. Okay, so here I hold F, move the mouse and click on open, and we'll open the door. You can change the speed at which you are working, moving the mouse wheel. You can run holding the left shift. And now I will go to the spaceport, so just follow me. And I will do the first thing you have to do when you start. I will change my spawn location to a spaceport that is named at Port Tesla, that is orbiting the planet Microtech, so that when I die, and I will die a lot, and you will die a lot, instead of respawning here, we will respawn at the space station, and we will be already in the space, so we will not have to go to the spaceport using a train, because this is a loss of time. And we will not have to exit the atmosphere, that is also a loss of time, okay, because there is friction and the speed is low. So we will be already in a space, no trains and no atmosphere, so it's faster to leave. The train that goes from the city to the spaceport, it takes around 1 minute to reach the spaceport, so it's a loss of time. Then you have to leave the atmosphere, another loss of time. Okay. And the main advantage of setting your main residence at New Babbage is that at New Babbage you can land at a place named the Commons without having to go to a spaceport. And there are shops where you can buy things. There is a trade and development division where you can sell things, and you can land there and you don't need a train, you don't need a spaceport, so it's faster also. And also the Microtech planet and his moons are very beautiful, and there are a lot of good bunker missions, box delivery missions and personal missions. So it's a good place for a start. And the only drawback is that sometimes the weather is very bad. There are places with a lot of wind and they are dangerous, but it's a good place for a start for me. And normally most of the players will start at Greenhex or now at Horizon, but I will continue starting here. For me, this is the best place.
Nearing next stop.
Now, in the spaceport, I will go to the fleet manager. I will retrieve my ship, that is a Drake-Kata, and I will explain the bare minimums to fly your ship, to exit the atmosphere, and to dock into a space station. To land, because we will land, the ship can land. To call the elevator the same, just hold F and move the mouse and click on the here the same. And in the following videos I will be increasing the complexity of what I show and what I explain. Okay, today it will be very simple. To change from first person view to third person view, you can press F4, then you can press another time F4 because there are two third person views. With the set key you can rotate the camera, and then if you press again F4, it will go again onto first person mode. So now interact with this. You know how
to the aUEC vehicle retrieval system.
retrieve the ship.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
They will tell you on which hangar is
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Tired of travel? Why not rest at the nest?
hangar 05, so let's go to hangar 05.
Visit us again.
Downtown, with a luxurious
If you don't remember which hangar it is, you can rotate using the set key, the view, till you see those two markers that are now on the right, and then you can read where it is. Okay. Here the same, just hold F. You can use the mouse wheel to move the buttons up and down if there are more buttons. Okay. Now I will board the ship. This ship only has access using a ramp. It is very important that you always close the ramp or the doors or whatever of your ship, always, to avoid other players boarding your ship. So interact with the seat and sit down. So hold F and interact, okay? It's always the same. Now hit the key R, Romeo key, to turn on all the systems. Now we have to contact with the ATC. To do so, just hit, press F1. This is the control of the ship. I am using keyboard and mouse. So press F1, go down to the ComStab, click on it, then go to Friends, and click on NB International Spaceport here on the right, and you are calling the ATC. And now they will give you permission to launch, and will open the door, the hangar door. Now to go up is the space key, to go down is the left control key, and WASD. W is forward, S is backward, A is strafe to the left, D is strafe to the right, Q is roll left, and E is roll right. Okay, now this square, this red square on the left is the speed limiter. You can move it up and down.
Thank you. And please
If you press the C key, Charlie key, this is the cruise control. Now I am on cruise control. So the ship moves automatically at a speed that is determined by that square. This is the coupled mode indicator. I will explain later on in another video. This is the square that shows this is the speed limiter. This is the indicator of the cruise control activated, that with the C key, Charlie key. This is the red zone, is the zone in which your maneuverability of your ship is very bad, and the green zone is the zone at which the maneuverability is good. Okay, so in the red zone the ship maneuvers very bad. This is the speed indicator, is in meters per second. This is the gear indicator, the ESP indicator, I will explain in another day, and this is the VTOL mode. Now, VTOL mode is a toggle with a kilo key. This is a VTOL, okay, it changes the, and this is the landing gear with a November key, N key. These are my missiles with pressing the wheel mouse button, the mouse wheel button. And now I am pitching up and down, as you can see, with the mouse, moving the mouse. The ship will go to that cursor. That symbol that seems an X, a white X, is the velocity vector. Is where your ship is flying to. You always have to keep an eye on that vector. Okay. Now I am pushing the speed limiter to max speed, and I am pitching up to an angle of 90 degrees to get out as fast as possible. I am rolling left and right. I am applying booster, as you can see. It is the left shift to apply booster. Never go to the red zone, okay? This is the altimeter in meters. This is the G indicator, the G's indicator. My guns, this is the fuel, the hydrogen and quantum fuel. This is beacons, noise, flares. This is the heading. And now I have pressed B to activate the quantum spooling. It will go from 0 to 10%, and then it is spooled. I am applying booster again to get out of the atmosphere. Those blue triangles are jump points, where you can jump using the quantum drive. Now I am in cruise control. This is the speed indicator. You have an indicator and a number in meters per second. And I am in the red zone, so now if I maneuver, it will maneuver really bad. F4 to go into third person view. The set key, move the camera. Lights on with the Lima key, L key. On and off each toggle. Those icons that are on the top right are the first one is that the zone is controlled, and the second one is that if you are or not in an administration. Press F2 to activate the star map and set a route to Port Tesla, as you can see. You can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel, double click to get in or out, to get more closer. This is where we are going to jump, so now I will just point the cursor to that marker as soon as we leave the atmosphere. You can do it before, but I wanted to show you that leaving the atmosphere is very slow. Now we are at max speed, as you can see, so we are nearly out of the atmosphere. There is no friction, so the speed goes to max. But well, you will learn this by doing, so don't worry. Be very careful with the speed limiter and the cruise control, because sometimes you can crash if you hit by accident the cruise control and your speed limiter is set to max speed. Your ship will just go forward as fast as possible. Okay, so be careful with the cruise control is a toggle on off with the C key. The speed limiter you can use it with the mouse wheel, moving up and down. Okay, now we are out of the atmosphere, the altimeter is not moving, so now I will just, I am reducing the speed. And this is the hydrogen and the quantum well. And now I am in the green zone. I will point to the jump point. You can see it is calibrating now from 0 to 100%, and as soon as it is calibrated, just hold B, Bravo key. Hold it and it will jump. To turn on and off the spooling, just press B, okay? Like now, I have just disconnected it because I don't need it now. Now fly to the space station in a non-collision course. So if you make any mistake, you will not collide against the station because you will die. Then when we are close enough, there will appear a text message saying us to connect to the ATC, to the air traffic control. And we have to do the same with it before taking off. Just press F1, go to comms, friends, and select and call the spaceport. Vector velocity, very important to have an eye on it, is to where your ship is flying, okay? This is the please contact ATC to land message. Landing gear deployed. Visual mode also deployed. Now I am contacting. Remember that the visual mode is with the key, with the kilo key, and the landing gear is with the November key. I am calling Port Tesla, as you can see.
Please proceed to assign
And then
landing.
they have assigned it as a landing pad. Is that icon that is right in front of us right now. This is the visual mode and the landing gear down, as you can see. Those two symbols, the satellite means that the zone is controlled. There are satellites that control the zone, and the one on the right is that we are in an amnesty zone, so no weapons can be used here. And controlled, the symbol controlled means that if you commit a crime, you will get a crime stat, and all the bounty hunters will come to see you. You will not be able to land at the space ports or at the stations, and probably you will end up in prison. Okay, but on more as sooner or later I will commit a crime stat. I will explain then what are the consequences and what you have to do. Sometimes you will commit a crime because of a bug, not because you are wanting to commit a crime. So sooner or later you will have a crime stat. You will end at prison, at prisoner. Now I will land very carefully, especially the first days. Fly carefully because it's not easy. It's not difficult, but it's not easy. Because you have to do a lot of things at the same time. Especially if you are flying with mouse and keyboard, it's more harder to control because we have 6 degrees of freedom in a three-dimensional space. Remember that the space bar is thrust up and the left control is thrust down, okay? And remember also to control the speed limiter, okay, when you want to fly slow. Now, as you can see, I am not flying with the cruise control on, I am just flying manually, okay, so I am touching W, A, S, D, Q, and E, and moving my mouse. You can auto land by holding N, November. The key, very important, always turn off the engines after landing anywhere,
Landing complete.
always.
Have a pleasant stay.
Because, for example, if you are in an environment where there is wind and you don't turn off the engines, your ship just will be blown by the wind. And if you land at the spaceport and you don't turn off the engines, when you retrieve your ship, it will be floating in the hangar and you will not be able to access it. So then you have to go back, store it, and disconnect the engines, and then fit the engines again into your ship, and it's a lot of time. And now I will go to the fleet manager. I will store the ship. This is very important. This is always store your ship, because once it is stored, it is in a safe place.
Welcome to the aUEC
And
vehicle retrieval
if you are
system.
carrying any goods in the ship, they will be protected. Also, they will be stored and safe. They will not disappear
Please visit us
or
again.
it cannot be destroyed. And now I will go to the hospital. Just follow me, and I will change the respawn point. So if I die, I will appear here at Port Tesla, not at New Babbage. This is very, very important. So click here, interact, and transfer imprint, and that's it. This is the most important thing you have to do your first day. Transfer your imprint to a spaceport, in this case, Port Tesla. So have a nice one, and see ya in the next chapter or journey. Have a nice one.